There is a profound and undeniable truth unfolding, a stirring within the very core of your beloved's being. They are experiencing a deep and ever-intensifying longing to draw closer to you, to bridge the space that separates your souls. It is not merely a passing fancy, a superficial attraction that flickers and fades with the changing winds. No, this is something far more substantial, far more enduring. It is a recognition, a dawning awareness that the healing energy of your love is not just a pleasant sensation, but a transformative force, a vital current that flows through the very fabric of their existence. This realization is not a sudden, abrupt awakening, but rather a gradual unfolding, a gentle unveiling of a truth that has always been present, yet perhaps not fully perceived. They are beginning to truly feel, to deeply internalize, the profound impact your love has had on their life. It is as if a veil has been lifted, and they are now seeing with a clarity that was previously obscured. They are coming to understand that your love is not a mere emotion, a fleeting sentiment, but a powerful, life-altering presence. In moments when they felt utterly lost, adrift in a sea of uncertainty and confusion, your love was the unwavering anchor, the steadfast beacon that guided them through the storm. When the weight of the world pressed down upon them, when they were overwhelmed by the trials and tribulations of life, your love was the quiet force of calm, the grounding energy that restored their balance and centered their spirit. It was the gentle light that pierced through the darkness, illuminating their path and offering solace to their weary soul. They are now beginning to comprehend the rarity, the sheer preciousness of your energy. It is not something that can be easily found, casually encountered, or readily replaced. It is a unique and irreplaceable gift, a powerful and deeply comforting presence that has touched their life in ways they are only now beginning to fully appreciate. They are starting to understand the profound significance of your being, the extraordinary nature of your spirit, and the immeasurable value of your connection. As they reflect upon the tapestry of your shared experiences, as they revisit the memories of your time together, their vision becomes increasingly clear, their perception sharpened. They are confronted with the stark reality of their past behavior, their heart aching with the weight of their former actions. They are becoming painfully aware of how they once responded to you, perhaps with a thoughtless rudeness, a dismissive arrogance, or a cold indifference that wounded you deeply. They may have carelessly ignored your heartfelt messages, offering only curt and dismissive replies to your loving calls. They may have minimized your loving gestures, dismissing them as insignificant, failing to recognize the depth of emotion and the sincerity of intention behind them. But now, in this space of silence and solitude, in this period of separation and reflection, they are beginning to grasp the magnitude of their actions. They are starting to understand just how much they hurt you, how unfairly you were treated, despite the purity of your intentions, the unwavering sincerity of your love. Throughout it all, you remained steadfast in your gentleness, unwavering in your kindness. You never retaliated, never succumbed to the temptation of anger or bitterness. You consistently showed up with a heart overflowing with compassion, choosing the path of patience rather than the easy road of resentment. You extended love, even when you could have easily chosen pride, even when their behavior seemed to warrant a different response. Your gentle presence remained constant, a steady flame burning brightly, even when they seemed undeserving of such grace. That stark contrast, the unwavering purity of your love juxtaposed against the harshness of their past behavior, is haunting them now. They can feel the weight of their past actions more intensely with each passing day, the burden of their choices pressing down upon their spirit. It is creating a growing sense of regret within them, a deep and gnawing remorse that eats away at their peace of mind. They are beginning to understand the profound truth of the saying, "You don't know what you've got until it's gone." Your beloved is currently experiencing a deep sense of dissatisfaction, a profound unease that extends beyond the state of your relationship. They are finding themselves discontented not only with the distance that has grown between the two of you, but also with other aspects of their life. There is a pervasive sense of emptiness, a yearning, a deep and unfulfilled longing that nothing else seems to satisfy, nothing else seems to touch. They may be surrounded by people, immersed in responsibilities, or distracted by countless diversions, but none of it truly fills the void within their heart. None of it resonates with the depth of their being, none of it provides the solace and fulfillment they so desperately crave. The laughter of others may fall on deaf ears, the demands of their daily life may feel like a meaningless burden, and the fleeting pleasures of the world may offer only a temporary and ultimately unsatisfying escape. Whenever they catch a glimpse of your pictures, hear the sound of your name, or recall cherished memories of your time together, they cannot help but be overcome with emotion. A wave of nostalgia washes over them, bringing with it a bittersweet ache, a poignant longing for something they now realize they miss deeply, something they now understand to be of immeasurable value. They feel a heaviness in their chest, a deep and persistent ache for you, for your presence, for your love. In the silence, where there are no more messages to respond to, no more calls coming through, your beloved is being forced to confront themselves, to face the reality of their own being without the distractions and diversions that once shielded them from the truth. The absence of your communication, the cessation of your contact, has created a void, a stillness that amplifies their inner thoughts and feelings, leaving them with no place to hide from their own reflections. This quiet period, this time of enforced solitude, has become a mirror, reflecting back to them their own flaws, their ingrained patterns, and the consequences of their choices. It is a period of intense self-examination, a time of profound introspection. They are being compelled to confront the aspects of themselves that they may have previously ignored or denied, to acknowledge the ways in which they have fallen short, and to grapple with the reality of their own imperfections. They are doing a great deal of inner work, perhaps without even fully realizing the depth and significance of the process. This self-reflection, this journey into the depths of their own being, is helping them slowly ground themselves, to find their center, to reconnect with their true selves. It is allowing them to develop a healthier, more positive mindset, to cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness, and to begin to heal the wounds that may have been festering within their soul. They are beginning to see life from a different perspective, through a new lens, with a greater sense of clarity and understanding. They are developing a more mature and spiritually awakened perspective, recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, and appreciating the beauty and wonder of the world around them. They are starting to see the deeper meaning in their experiences, to find the lessons in their challenges, and to embrace the transformative power of growth. But growth is not always a linear process. It is not a smooth and effortless journey, but rather a winding path, filled with twists and turns, with moments of clarity and moments of confusion. Your beloved still feels stuck in some areas of their life, trapped by circumstances that seem beyond their control. It could be their external environment, the limitations of their surroundings, or the constraints of their daily life. It could be their internal mental state, the weight of their thoughts and emotions, or the burden of their anxieties and fears. It could be their external obligations, the demands of their responsibilities, or the pressures of their commitments that make them feel like they cannot move forward, that they are trapped in a cycle of stagnation. There may be moments when they feel utterly hopeless, overwhelmed by the challenges that lie before them, and unsure of how to navigate the complexities of their situation. They may be plagued by self-doubt, questioning their ability to change, wondering if they even deserve another chance, if they are worthy of redemption, if they are capable of creating a better future for themselves. They may feel lost and alone, adrift in a sea of uncertainty, with no clear direction and no guiding light. Despite these moments of doubt and despair, it is crucial to remember that the universe is working silently on their behalf, orchestrating events behind the scenes, guiding them towards their ultimate destiny. They are not forgotten, cast aside, or abandoned by the forces that govern the cosmos. Their path is not without direction, even though they may feel lost and aimless at the moment. They are being gently nudged, subtly guided, toward a new beginning, a fresh start, a chance to rewrite their story. This new chapter, this opportunity for transformation, will not be built on illusions or avoidance, on denial or deception. It will not be constructed on a foundation of falsehoods or a framework of self-deception. Instead, it will be rooted in clarity, in a clear-eyed understanding of the past, in a willingness to confront the truth, no matter how painful it may be. It will be founded on humility, on a recognition of their own imperfections, on a willingness to learn and grow. And it will be built on genuine effort, on a commitment to change, on a dedication to creating a life of meaning and purpose. Whether they reach out tomorrow, seeking to bridge the gap that separates you, or in some distant moment, when the time is right and the circumstances aligned, what is happening now is essential, vital to their journey. They are undergoing a profound internal transformation, a metamorphosis of the soul, guided by the quiet power of the love you once gave so freely, so unconditionally. Your energy still lingers with them, not as a burden, not as a source of guilt or shame, but as a source of inspiration, a gentle reminder of what true connection feels like, a beacon of hope illuminating their path forward. So, if you find yourself wondering whether your silence is making a difference, whether your absence is being felt, whether your withdrawal has had any impact, know that it is. You are not forgotten, your presence is not diminished, and your love is not in vain. In fact, you are becoming more significant to them with every passing day, your importance growing with each moment of reflection. While they may still be on the path of healing, navigating the complexities of their self-discovery, and grappling with the challenges of their personal growth, there is a deep and unwavering part of them that knows, with absolute certainty, that if they are ever to return to love, to find peace, to experience something real and lasting, it begins with you. You are the key, the catalyst, the essential element that holds the promise of their redemption. Let the universe continue its work, trust in the divine timing of events, and have faith that healing takes time. While they gather the strength, the courage, and the clarity to walk toward this new beginning, continue to hold on to your own light, to nurture your own spirit, and to remain true to your own essence. You are love, you are peace, and your presence has already made more of a difference than you may ever know, your impact resonating far beyond the confines of your awareness. I haven't reached out to you until now, and I must confess, the very thought of facing you, of confronting the reality of my actions, fills me with a profound and overwhelming anxiety. It's not that I didn't want to talk to you, to hear your voice, to see your face. Believe me, I've thought about it countless times, replaying our interactions in my mind, imagining what I would say, how you would respond. But every time I tried to pick up the phone, to dial your number, or to start composing a message, my hands would tremble, my heart would race, and my mind would flood with a torrent of fears, a cascade of doubts. I didn't know how you would react, how you would receive me after all that has transpired. Would you be angry, your heart hardened against me, your voice filled with the righteous indignation that I so richly deserve? Would you ignore me, turning a cold shoulder, refusing to acknowledge my existence, treating me as if I were invisible? Or worse, would you simply not care anymore, your feelings extinguished, your heart untouched by my words, my pleas falling on deaf ears? These thoughts, these agonizing possibilities, scared me enough to stay silent, to retreat into the safety of my own isolation, to avoid the potential pain of rejection. I allowed my fear to dictate my actions, to control my choices, to prevent me from reaching out to you, the one person I needed most. But I can't keep these feelings bottled up inside any longer. These emotions are too powerful, too insistent to be contained. They are demanding to be expressed, yearning to be released, threatening to consume me if I continue to suppress them. I owe you the truth, the unvarnished reality of my inner turmoil, the raw and unfiltered expression of my regret. I want to be honest with you now, to lay bare my soul, to expose my vulnerabilities, to hold nothing back. No more hiding behind fear, no more shielding myself with uncertainty, no more concealing my true feelings behind a mask of indifference. I must be brave, I must be courageous, I must face the consequences of my actions, whatever they may be. Yes, it's true, I tried to move on, to put you behind me, to forget you, to erase you from my memory, to convince myself that we weren't meant to be, that our paths were destined to diverge. I told myself it would be easier, less painful, to keep my distance, to sever the ties that bound us, to stop thinking about you, to redirect my thoughts and energies elsewhere. I attempted to build walls around my heart, to protect myself from the possibility of further hurt, to create a life without you. But the more I forced myself to stay away, the more I felt myself being pulled back to you, drawn by an invisible force, an irresistible magnetism that defied my attempts at separation. It's like some invisible thread, woven from the fabric of our shared history, keeps tugging at my heart, reminding me of you, whispering your name in the quiet moments, echoing your presence in the depths of my soul. Every step I take, every path I choose, leads me back to you, back to the memory of your love. No matter where I go, whether I'm at work, surrounded by the demands of my profession, walking through a crowded street, lost in the anonymity of the masses, or simply sitting alone in my room, enveloped in the silence of my solitude, you're always on my mind. Your image flickers before my eyes, your voice echoes in my ears, your essence permeates my being. I catch myself wondering what you're doing, how you're feeling, and whether you're happy, whether you've found the peace and joy that you so richly deserve. I worry sometimes too, my heart aching with a mixture of longing and fear. I wonder if you've met someone new, someone who treats you better than I ever did, someone who cherishes your spirit, someone who gives you all the love you deserve, the love that I so foolishly squandered. And that thought, though painful, a bitter pill that I know I'd have to swallow if it's true, is something I know I'd have to accept, to acknowledge, to resign myself to. But it doesn't stop the ache, the deep and persistent longing that I feel in my chest when I imagine it, when I picture you in the arms of another, when I contemplate the possibility of your love being given to someone else. It is a pain that is both sharp and dull, a constant reminder of what I have lost, of what I have thrown away. It is a burden that I carry with me, a weight that I cannot easily shed. I know I wasn't there for you the way I should have been, the way you deserved. I didn't show up for you emotionally when it mattered most, when you needed my support, my understanding, my presence. I was consumed by my own needs, preoccupied with my own concerns, and blinded by my own self-centeredness. And I can feel that now, the consequences of my actions, the repercussions of my neglect. I understand why you pulled your energy back from me, why you slowly started drifting away, creating a distance between us that I was too blind to see, too foolish to acknowledge. At the time, I didn't realize how much that distance would affect me, how profoundly it would impact my life, how much it would make me feel your absence, like a cold shadow that has fallen over everything I do, a darkness that has enveloped my world. Now, when I'm finally starting to understand the depth of my feelings, when my emotions are no longer buried beneath layers of distractions and denial, when the truth of my love for you is finally breaking through the barriers I erected, you're not here. And that hurts more than I can put into words, more than I ever thought possible. It is a pain that is both physical and emotional, a wound that cuts deep into my soul. I don't know if you can trust me again, if you can open your heart to me after I have broken it so carelessly. I don't know if I even deserve that kind of grace from you, that level of forgiveness, that depth of compassion. But if there's still even a small part of you, a glimmer of hope, a flicker of a flame that wants to hear me out, that is willing to listen to my words, then I would love the chance to see you, to be in your presence, to connect with you once more. I want to look you in the eyes, to gaze into the depths of your soul, and to tell you everything I've been holding back, all the thoughts and feelings that have been swirling within me, all the emotions that have been consuming me. I want to tell you how I truly feel, without any pretenses, without any masks, without any fear of vulnerability. You deserve that much. You deserve to know the truth, to hear my heart speak. And after that, whatever you decide, whatever path you choose, I will respect it with all my heart. I will honor your decision, even if it is not the one I long for, even if it brings me pain. If you feel there's still something between us worth exploring, a connection that can be rekindled, a love that can be rebuilt, if you believe we can take this to the next level and build something real, something lasting, something meaningful, then I'm here. I'm ready. I won't let fear or hesitation stop me this time. I'll give this everything I've got. I'll pour my heart and soul into it. I'll commit myself fully and completely. But if you feel that it's better to move on, that the wounds are too deep, that the damage is irreparable, that your heart has already found peace without me, that your life is better without my presence, then I will accept that too. As much as it will hurt, as much as it will break my heart, I won't try to hold you back, to manipulate your emotions, or to change your mind. I won't pressure you, I won't beg, I won't plead, I won't try to sway your decision with empty promises or desperate pleas. This time, it's all about what you want, what feels right for you, what brings you peace and happiness. I'm not here to make demands, to impose my will, or to beg for a second chance. I'm simply here to be honest about how I feel, to express the truth of my heart, and to give you the space, the freedom, and the respect to make the decision that's best for you, the decision that aligns with your highest good. You've always deserved love that is pure, consistent, and true, a love that is unwavering, a love that is unconditional, a love that is a reflection of your own beautiful spirit. Whether that love still comes from me, whether I am capable of providing you with that kind of love, or whether it comes from someone else, someone who is better equipped to meet your needs, someone who can offer you the love you deserve, I just want to know that you're happy, that you're fulfilled, that you're at peace. I never expected to feel this way again, to be so vulnerable, so open, so exposed. I never thought I would be capable of such honesty, such humility, such a willingness to lay bare my soul. But here I am, standing before you, metaphorically speaking, vulnerable and open in a way I've never been before, my heart laid bare, my feelings exposed, my hopes and fears laid out for you to see. This letter, this confession, isn't just an expression of my feelings, it's a promise, a vow. If you choose to let me back into your life, if you grant me the opportunity to prove myself, I will never take your presence for granted again. I will cherish every moment, I will appreciate every gesture, I will honor your love with every fiber of my being. And if this is goodbye, if this is the end of our story, then I'll carry your memory with grace, with gratitude, and with a deep and abiding appreciation for the time we shared, and the invaluable lessons you taught me about love, about life, and about myself. Take your time, love. There is no rush, no pressure, no expectation. Whatever you decide, whatever path you choose, I'll respect it completely. Your happiness is my ultimate concern, your well-being my deepest desire. Your decision, whatever it may be, will be honored and accepted with grace and understanding. Your partner is beginning to witness a profound transformation unfolding within you, a metamorphosis of your being, a shift in your very essence. The version of you they once knew, someone who seemed emotionally vulnerable, perhaps even wounded, and at times desperately seeking their validation, no longer exists in the same way, no longer defines who you are. The old you has been shed, like a skin that no longer fits, revealing a new you, stronger, more resilient, and more self-assured. In the past, your energy may have felt heavily dependent on their attention, their approval, their affirmation. You may have sought their gaze, craved their words, and relied on their validation to feel whole and complete. This dependency, this reliance on their external validation, might have led them to view you as needy, as overly attached, as someone whose worth was determined by their perception. However, that perception has changed drastically, their view of you has been completely transformed. Now, they see someone who has stepped fully into their power, who has embraced their own inner strength, and who radiates an aura of self-confidence, emotional maturity, and fearlessness. This shift, this profound change, didn't happen overnight. It's not the result of a sudden epiphany or a miraculous intervention. It's the culmination of your deep and conscious choice to focus inward, to prioritize your own healing, and to invest in your personal growth. As you've turned your energy inward, directing your focus towards yourself, nurturing your emotional and spiritual well-being, everything about you has started to evolve, to change, to blossom. You're no longer operating from a low vibrational space, where fear, insecurity, and longing dominated your emotions, where you were driven by neediness and dependence. Instead, you're embodying a high-frequency energy, a state of being characterized by self-love, clarity, and peace. You've stopped chasing, you've ceased the pursuit of external validation, and you've stopped overgiving, pouring yourself out to others at the expense of your own well-being. You've stopped placing your worth in someone else's hands, relinquishing the power you once gave to them, and reclaiming your own sovereignty. And this change, this transformation, hasn't gone unnoticed. It is palpable, it is undeniable, and it is having a profound effect. In fact, it's magnetic, drawing others to you like a moth to a flame. Your aura has become vibrant, radiant, and incredibly powerful, a beacon of light attracting those who are drawn to your energy. There's a glow about you now, an inner radiance that illuminates your being, a presence that can't be ignored, a captivating aura that draws others into your orbit. Whether you realize it or not, your growth, your evolution, is drawing your partner toward you, compelling them to reconsider their perception of you. The energy you exude is no longer one of dependency, of neediness, or of desperation. It's one of independence, of self-sufficiency, of confidence, and of grace. You are no longer defined by your relationship with them, or by their opinion of you. You are defined by your own inner strength, your own self-worth, and your own unwavering belief in yourself. And this is exactly what makes you so irresistibly attractive in their eyes, so captivating, so alluring. You are no longer the person they thought they had figured out, the person they believed they understood completely. You've evolved, you've transcended their expectations, and this evolution, this transformation, is shaking their entire perception of you, challenging their assumptions, and forcing them to see you in a new light. They are realizing that you are far more complex, far more profound, and far more powerful than they ever imagined. What's even more powerful, more significant, is that just by being yourself, authentically and unapologetically, you are teaching your partner invaluable lessons. You are demonstrating the power of self-love, the importance of self-respect, and the transformative potential of self-discovery. You're showing them what real strength looks like, the kind of strength that comes from within, the kind of strength that is not dependent on external validation. You are showing them what it means to rise after heartbreak, to heal from pain, and to emerge from adversity stronger and more resilient than before. You are demonstrating that healing is not just possible, but transformational, that it is a journey of self-discovery, a process of growth, and a path to wholeness. You are a living testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome challenges and to create a beautiful life. Most importantly, you're teaching them about love, true unconditional love, the kind of love that is not conditional, not demanding, not possessive, and not controlling. You are showing them that love is not about chasing, about clinging.